Yeah.
What? Oh, shit. Hey, everybody, good evening. I hope you can hear us okay out there. We are trying a new setup tonight. We have something going crazy here for you. For those of you who are following us through this past 4 days, you might have learned that we may all be together. And as you can see by the camera views here, that is true. So, actually, if you can hear it, I'm not. Oh, I got to be muted.
I got to be muted.
All right, so there we go. The audio should be better. There's going to be some technical difficulties tonight because we are doing this the first time ever in a conference room. So,
hey, Pete, are we still echoing? He's saying echo, echo, echo.
How about now, Pete?
Pull it up on your phone.
Everybody is muted. We're going to have a little bit different. We're playing a little bit different. What's that?
Good now.
You're good. A little different scenario tonight is we don't have questions like we normally do. We're not going to have rapid fire. This is kind of a fireside drink with the guys. We all have a couple beers going on here.
Cheers.
Guys, cheers. Cheers. Cheers to be the PA rider here. We are all here and enjoying life together, living on the road. So
yeah, we had fun with this setup. And if you guys could see, each of us have our own laptop, and we have one iPhone. So the one that's saying just an extra camera down there at the bottom right, that's an iPhone shooting at us from a distance. And then you can't see this right now, but on the left of Bodine 52, we've got a big TV up on the screen that's actually hooked up wirelessly, so we can all see this big screen up there. But you guys can't see that. So right now we are, and see, there goes my, so Bob's having some technical difficulties, so he might join on with my camera. So work with us. We just wanted to meet up with you guys and have a good time this hour, sitting back and drinking. What's that? It's not working.
We just leave it like that.
We just leave it like that.
Exactly.
So you could be the wide shot, Bob, and then we'll be and then there you go.
there you are.
Perfect.
So how's everybody doing this evening?
I'm good.
I'm good. We're supposed to be answering questions here, so
I'm good too. So
you gotta use your phone. Not bad for a bunch of guys, though, right? Not bad for putting all this together.
If you could watch the video of us all trying to get hooked up, though, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah, this is like 30 minutes in the making. We're like,
it says James looks like the same carpet in the motel room that you are at. So I don't know what hotel room you are at, but we are in the conference room. So if you would like to be part of the live audience,
Bring beer.
we will surely invite you down. Come downstairs. It's the end of the hall to the left.
yeah, I know a couple of these tables at the end have got some opportunities. They're a little rough.
Hey,
But
Jim's
we're
on.
not going to complain.
Jim's on there. He was one of the guys that we met today. Jim, it was nice meeting you at the
Oh,
dealership.
Jim. Yeah, great.
That was awesome, man.
That was
Great.
too
We
cool.
appreciate that. That was really, really cool. Man.
Jim, you should have seen HDR's head at the diner. It was like this big.
No,
Oh
it
my
wasn't.
It's like,
God.
oh my God, I got recognized. I'm so happy.
I know, because most people just want to say, "Aren't you that fat guy from that commercial?" And I'm like, "No, that's not me."
That's all right. Don't worry. On the ride from there, we brought him back to Earth.
So what he was doing at the diner, he was going around signing people, like just giving autographs to
Yeah,
random
I-
people.
I
Saying,
signed a bunch of.
I'm
napkins.
HDR.
Well, yeah. Then they said, "Is that pen sterilized?" And I said, "No," and they threw it away. So it never happened. So I don't know what to tell you, but
So let's talk about our trip. What have we done so far?
well, we went down to Toys R Us and we bought some Slinkies and we ran them down the steps last night. That was fun because everybody loves a Slinky. But what else did we do?
We had a opportunity with a live stream. I think what was it? Thursday night? We did the drunk
Oh
live
yeah,
stream.
Thursday night. Yeah, Colin decided we should have a drunken live stream. And then if you guys watched that, I said, Bob, let's do it. We was in his room. Let's do your laptop. Oh, we can't do that on my channel. It's already got over 1,000 views. Thanks everybody out there. I enjoy the views. Thank you very much. So we did it on my channel.
It was awesome. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was my idea to go talk to the clerk, the hotel desk clerk.
Oh yeah.
Can we go back for a minute? Is anybody interested on why the screen was fuzzy at the beginning? So HDR has like an iPhone -6 or -2. What is your iPhone 6?
It's like dinosaur.
It's like a dinosaur
Flip
iPhone.
phone.
So the little plastic that you put over it, it was kind of like over the lens. And
It's
so,
over the lens. But don't ever buy covers from eBay because you may be saving. I saved $3.85, but it cost me. I got 6 thumbs down, guys. If you know who gave us the thumbs down on that video, go out and beat them up.
I was one of them.
and me. So that was 2 of us. And Jim. So there was only 3 outside of the 3 of us, right?
I'm hiding the beer. Hey, if anybody ever seen one of these, this is
Oh yeah, let's show us that.
This is a cooler that the hotel gave us. It's actually a garbage can from my bathroom.
And by the way, I have 12 beers in my sink in my room with ice in it, right? So that is hilarious. So last night, what the heck happened? I know we started to talk. We had way too much to drink. What made us go in the hallway?
That was the night before.
That was
The night before last. Well, that's where we got to start, right?
Yeah.
Well,
What
the idea was
happened?
to go talk to the park.
Yeah, well, she was nice, though, right?
She was very friendly.
She was nice. Yeah, if you watch that video, HDR and I tried talking her into going and getting us beer while we checked in people that came in. So
That is true.
that is true.
Just FYI, if you guys ever go on a group trip, that's a bad idea to do drunk live streaming. It's not smart.
But it was extremely fun.
It was.
It was extremely fun. The clerk originally, this very nice lady here,
She was sweet.
Colin started trying to get her to go get beer. And Bob says he'll run the register and check people in.
And practice. We practice. You and I practice. You were the customer. I was
Yes.
checking people
And
in.
we are so far up in the hills, like, the Beverly Hillbillies would not even live here. We're so far in the mountain. There's nobody else coming into this hotel. We're the only 4 guests. So
And the guy that comes and picks you up, the Uber, will also cut your grass. He's got multiple services. Uber services, right?
He has a 2-sided card.
He has a 2-sided
Yeah.
card. I will pick you up and cut your grass at the same time.
yeah, Bob said, do they have an Uber? And they said, yeah, what's his name, Mike?
I don't even
I think
remember.
it was Mike.
I showed his card,
It
so
was
I mean, the guy should be getting calls at this point, right?
So look who's in the chat. The old Mrs. HDR up there.
Hey, you made it from the boat. She made it in from the boat. So glad to
She's
see you.
in Deep Creek.
She's in Deep Creek, Maryland. So if you want to look them up, there's 15 women in one house, and all they're doing is drinking.
And
So-
after Thursday night's video, you're in deep shit.
well, she couldn't see anything because it was blurry.
That's right.
So that's right.
We made him do it, Mrs. HDR. I'm sorry. Really.
So we decided to do this. It was about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. We were planning on, trying to coordinate with 3 of us to get out and just do a couple-day ride, and it all worked out. And Jim, be the PA rider, joined us at the last minute. And that's very cool. He's been an awesome tour guide for us out here. But it was cool that we all got together, for us doing the streams. And yeah, it was a pretty lame attempt at hiding the secrecy of it, I think, when we were trying to be sneaky and saying, oh, we're going on a surprise trip.
I still like some messages on Instagram or my page that just kind of said, I knew it. I knew you guys were doing something.
It's funny because everybody knew we were going. Well, these guys, especially, these guys were coming to Pennsylvania. Like, you're going to see HDR. And we do those streams together virtually, if you notice, in our own homes. They don't even like me. I don't know why they come all this way.
We don't.
No, I know, but it worked
I
out.
came really to go to a Sheets,
yeah.
which we went by 5 today and actually stopped. So it was a good day with you fellas. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was good.
So what did we do with the first day? After the drink fest and Jim trying to get us up at 4:00, which wasn't going to happen, right?
Yeah, if you ever go ride motorcycles with these two, plan on starting your day about 10-ish.
So can we tell the story of our first morning?
Tell the story.
So right before we go out the first morning, I guess we were back from breakfast at 9:30 or so.
Yeah.
I'm like, I better take my card off of my Senna and dump all that stuff onto my laptop, so I don't get full when we're riding. Sure enough, I pull it up. Of everything I did on the trip here, there's nothing. So there's the 4 of us trying to. I think we were in your room, right, Colin? Trying to figure out how to get it working. And after about an hour, we got it going after resetting it. And then we were trying to set up our Sennas. Now, this is 4 men in their 50s in a hotel room that's about the size of what? New York City hotel room? It's like a studio.
Probably 8 by 8.
We had the door open, propped open. We all had our helmets on, and we spent about 40 minutes trying to hook up our Sennas. and people from the hotel kept walking by my room, and I know they're laughing, right?
Not only that, they
It's
kept saying,
comical, man.
when are you guys going to start? Are you that group that's here about beating your heads against the wall? We're like, no, that's not us, because we had helmets on. I will like to point out that Anthony, who just texted me, thanks, Anthony, it's always nice, to say that be the PA rider here. What did he say? He's a great tour guide. He's been everywhere, and you can learn a lot from him. Here's the thing that I told Miss Sherry just a week ago.
I learned a lot from him.
Well, yeah, I said, I wish I was more like Jim and or somebody else. I told her, I said, oh, our friend Ray, because you guys can remember roads. I can't be like, I was on 18, 39, 339, 286. I don't know where in the hell I've been, honestly. I really don't. If I can't follow
666. That's the
GPS
only road I remember.
666.
666.
The Devil's Road.
Yeah, because it has something to remember it by, right? Satan. I mean, everybody, remembers that number. So, but yeah, and my wife said that, well, we're going to take Route 6 south. I'm like, but these guys can remember. Jim remembers them all. I don't remember any of them. So Anthony, I covered your, thanks for texting me, buddy.
Hey, pause and effect is in. First of all, what a great name
That is a very cool
right?
name.
It says, what does everyone ride? 2019 Fat Boy and a heritage for him. So what do we ride up here? I brought my 18 Ultra Limited Big Mama.
I have a 2017 Street Glide Special.
What's her name?
Alexa.
Yeah.
Like the Amazon app. I always ask her to do things for me, and she never does.
I brought my 1959 Panhead with the suicide shift.
That was
It's
awesome.
a 4-speed. It was hard keeping up with these guys.
The luggage rack's a nice touch.
It is.
It is cute. It was actually a bread rack I stole, and I welded it to the back.
And the little pom-poms off the handlebar. It was really nice.
No, I brought the 2018 Road Glide Ultra as always.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's great
Yeah.
bike, right?
So he paid an extra $10,000 to make it look like the Ultra.
Old Scoots in the house.
Uh,
Old Scoots in the house. We talked about you today, Old Scoot, by the way. It
If
was all-
anybody has
it was all
any
good.
questions about the trip, please let us know. We're kind of winging it tonight.
So Pete's 1800s in here. We're going down. I'm starting from the beginning, guys. Chip Seal, Ty from Tennessee, Mike Martin Sr. You're typing your own chat in here. Be the Ride PA's right in front of me. We already talked about Pause and Effects, which is a great name. Mr. GRD.
Tim Starr. Haven't met Tim before. It's a good Saturday from Plainville, Arkansas. Tim, welcome to the craziness.
We already talked about Jim. We met him today at the Du Bois Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Great guy. That was really
Can we
cool.
clarify that real quick? Was it he noticed you?
Yeah.
Did you try to make us feel better? You walked over to
He
me
probably-
while I was buying my wife a gift, Mrs. HDR, by the way.
No,
Even
It's
though,
really nice.
so did he really say, "Oh my God, HDR"? Did he really say,
Well, no,
"Hey, it's Bronco Ride Bodine"?
and it-
Are you just trying to make us
No.
feel better?
No, it's really funny because he didn't say HDR recognized you from your channel. He said HDR recognized you from the Fireside chat.
Ooh.
And he said, and I knew those other two guys.
You were there
were
to
with you.
confirm, right?
He said,
Okay.
he said Bronco Ride and Bodine was with you guys. You guys are up in the mountains. What are you doing all the way over here? I said, we're with Be the Rider PA. And he goes, oh, that explains it. He knew right away why we were there. But anyway, so I went and found the other two guys, and they came out. We had a great chat. We had a really good talk with him. Him and his wife, actually.
And what was the other gentleman's name? I forgot. He came up to us and introduced himself.
I
to
wouldn't
us.
say it wrong. It was either Nick that he loves kitty cats, or it was Mike. Can't remember.
We met a couple, and that's a cool dealership.
That's an awesome.
It really is. We've got some good video of it coming, especially with Bob buying his wife some.
Some things.
I'll surprise it.
Some things.
I've got to edit, put that together. That'll be fun.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Let's just say we've seen a big sign that said this is very bad for people and it's corrupting the world. And very next door there was a store selling it, and Bob was just "Ah!" and he ran in and he bought
That was
everything.
funny.
Was it?
That is. I did not. Are we talking about the adult
You
bookstore?
guys know you want your wife that stuff?
So we were coming around a corner today, and I saw this, and I was riding sweep, and I saw this big billboard that said pornography is bad for you or evil or something.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
evil.
like, oh wow, hey guys, look at that sign. Right behind the sign was one of those stores, right? So
Classic.
we almost tried to turn
We almost
around and get
wrecked.
pictures of them.
Laughing so hard.
We thought it said adult beverages. We just stopped. It said adult items, so we kept going.
Hey, did we have any close calls on this trip, guys?
A couple.
Couple?
Yeah, a couple that I'm not going to talk about mine because Mrs. HR watches these. She never needs.
Well, not close enough to where it was going to be dangerous for you, of course. But Mrs. HCR, could you turn off for just like 10 minutes so we can talk about these two incidents?
Before we get into that, we see James Turner, Chuck Hansen, Miller 9 Designs. I've not seen that one before. You guys seen that
How am
one?
I drinking Ultra?
Zedhead Motovlogs. Miss HDR, we talked about you. We had some fun conversations about our wives today.
No, we did not.
They were all pleasant.
We talked about sporting events, baseball, football.
Oh, by
Lies.
the way, Mrs. HDR, we've decided that Mrs. HDR, Mrs. Bodine, and of course Mrs. Bronco Ride, it's probably not good that the three of you form a friendship that apparently seems to be happening.
Yeah,
It's
notice
not
that.
going to be good for us.
You guys are talking and we gotta separate it.
It's just not separate church and state. Come on, guys.
Jim Baker 3, Tom, welcome. James L. Blue Bike Girl, hello. And thank you for the nice comment. I appreciate
Hey,
that.
if Bronco Ride,
Your mom's on again?
we had a conversation about that. If Bronco Ride buys a red bike, would you change your name to Red Bike Girl?
Yeah.
have to
Please
know-
answer that if you will in the comments.
We have to know if you named yourself Blue Bike Girl.
Because we were actually on video talking about this today.
We did. We actually, I don't know who
Anybody
recorded it.
anybody
I don't
record
know who
that?
recorded
That was
it.
not recorded, FYI. Just so
As we edit our videos, can we please look for that clip?
Mr. G, 1965. Tim, God, I just skipped forward. I missed probably about 20 people.
But
Oops.
Mr. G, welcome aboard, man. I've been talking about you the whole time up here. These guys have been laughing in their room about
Yeah.
you, man.
Yep.
You are a funny dude.
Henry's in the house, riding Ohio. Judy, welcome.
Greg Hainsworth, Melvin Wiley, Judy.
Hey, we should do our weekly things like this. What do you guys think?
In the hotel room?
No, I mean together.
Sure.
Yes, we
Right?
should fly.
Each week we'll go to a different state.
Let's quit our
Yeah.
jobs and just do this. What do you think?
Yes.
We'll let Mrs. HDR work and our wives.
All right, let's start
She
talking.
does.
Who wants to talk about the close calls?
All right. Well, who had them?
All right, I'll talk about mine. I'm going to give you mine. So, if you're riding with Be the Rider PA, the first thing you need to know is you're going to do 80 mile an hour. I don't care where you go. You're going to be on a back road, back street, back alley, and and it was raining. I mean, it's pouring down rain, and we're coming down this hillside. It really wasn't. He was probably doing 30. We were just coming down a gradual hillside. So I'm coming. I don't know what I hit to this time. I don't know if I hit something wet, or would you call it, Gemma? Pennsylvania rattlesnake?
Yeah, PA pythons, those strips on the road that are tar.
Yeah. Tar snakes. Tar snakes.
A tar snake.
Yeah.
PA python. Anyway,
They're in
I'm coming-
Michigan too.
I told him, I said, truck in your lane. He pulls over. I pull over. The whole back end of the bike just slides her ass off. She wants to go off the road. And I think, honestly, guys, I don't know if you're religious or not, but I believe God turned the handlebars. I turned the handlebars the opposite way. The bike stood up and we were fine.
I think it was God and Mrs. HDR that did it.
No, Mrs. HR was actually home going, where's that insurance policy? I got to find his life insurance.
did his life insurance policy.
I noticed that she just bumped it up a couple million.
Do I get double indemnity for accidental motorcycle theft? I don't know, but yeah, but it was scary. Anything can happen, but luckily the four of us riding, we haven't had any troubles, have we?
Just some minor.
No. So
close
what's the
couple
next one?
close calls.
What's the next one?
Well, the next one was you.
Oh,
I mean, you were
There's a common thread here.
Yeah.
Jim, we were good, right?
I'm gonna go home and buy a scooter.
So we were at a stop, and it was a stoplight,
It
right?
was a stop, yeah.
And then you had probably about 5 feet to creep up.
Yeah.
So when someone goes, like if you're on a motorcycle and then you look in front of you and you see that person go, you would assume they would keep going.
See that assumption? I assume.
And what I did is, so as he took off, I looked to the left, seeing if it was clear. And all of a sudden, as soon as I turned my head, you would stop. And I came probably, about this close to hitting your rear.
That's what I heard.
And then I swerved around.
Is it
was
wrong
pretty
that I didn't have it on video?
lucky. I know, I
And,
wish
and,
I
I-
had that on video.
and while you were struggling to get away, I'm trying to go for the camera real quick. Going,
Like, hold on. Can you guys
can
recreate
you
it?
back up? Yeah, it was and that's one of the things I think we did a pretty good job on when both you guys were leading. Because Jack, you did a great job day one leading too, right? Which was when we took a turn or around a corner, you weren't going unless all four of us were going to be clear, right? Which I thought was good. Yeah. right?
And
So,
I think that's what it was. I was actually, when I talked to Colin later after he tried to kill me because my wife asked me if you can off him, I'll give you $100,000. So
Thanks,
that
Mary.
that was pretty nice. I mean, but I was just trying to creep up on the. I couldn't see around the corner, around the intersection. So
No accountability.
yeah.
well, there was almost one with me and you today.
Yeah.
So at the first turn, when I saw sheets for the first time in a year, I was so excited and I was getting ready to pull in, and Colin quote said, "I'm blocking." Blocking almost meant that our bikes met. So I did get that on video, fortunately. So so that was
no,
good.
we've actually been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
It's been an outstanding trip, and make sure you read that Kevin comment real quick. See that up there?
Kevin, yeah, that's what I was going to just address was. I know you guys asked all of us to come to your, I guess it was the Western PA meetup. It was some kind of after the Corona meetup or something barbecue. Yeah. And we all wanted to. First, I was on a trip that weekend with Mrs. HCR. You guys were tied up in your states.
Yeah.
But to Christopher David Lawson of Nepaw, that's a long one.
Nepa. Yep.
P.S. Tommy G, great guy.
Yeah, Tommy G says we drove by his house today. Dude, if we would have known that, we had to stop by for lunch.
We would have stopped. You would have made us some barbecue.
Exactly. Sorry we missed you.
Mothman, who's really cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
N3 Pro, was he at our meetup last year?
No, I don't think he was, but I'll tell you what, he put on Instagram a picture of him and his bride today at Sheets, so I had to make sure to throw one right back out. So he's a good Sheets man too, so must be a good character guy.
One Mad Mother Runner, Black Phoenix Entertainment, and I know, and I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. McStash because we follow them very closely, and I know they broke down. They wanted to be there with you guys. So I'm glad you had a great meetup, though. We did not, guys. We talked about this. This was not really a meetup. We didn't want to create a meetup this time. It was just really the three of us getting together, Jim calling and saying, "Hey, what are you doing next weekend?" And I said, "I'm going to Allegheny Mountains." He goes, "You didn't ask me." I was like,
so basically, he forced himself in.
Yeah, basically, he forced himself in. Yeah. But it worked out because it's kind of been fun, right? So,
but he's a human GPS. If any of you guys are having a motorcycle event, touring event, or anything, call him up. He charges $500 a day, and he will take you anywhere you want to go. So I'm trying to get your business.
I know. I'll put it all my way.
Oh, you go. That's right. You'll be on your way. So, but yeah, all those guys are great. We are planning a meetup next year. I got a video coming out about it. Colin was.
I am not in charge.
I appreciate that.
I am not in charge. I am not in charge.
Hey, Jack, we did the last one.
For some reason, you volunteered me.
That's how it works, dude.
It's going to be
in charge of this.
It's live. I can't take it back now.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, maybe you and Blue Boy. Hey,
I will go, but I will not plan. I did my time.
Here's the hard
you didn't do it with us. I don't care about your other plans, dude.
2 years ago.
I don't care about that.
No, we are going to plan something for next year. We are. I will figure out a hotel we can meet up at. And what's going to happen is we're not going to play a route or any of that like we did last year. We're going to just put it out early enough where maybe all of you can help us.
There you go.
Yeah, you can help. You know where
you got those instructions on what we need to do, Colin?
No.
By the way, Blue Bike Girl says she would change her name if you change colors of the bike, and that she would be glad to help you set up next year's. She didn't really say that.
I would really like you to send a picture.
Hey, Susan.
just saying.
All right, that sounded wrong. And Susan, who just got a new, what'd you get? She got a new spider. She's in the house.
Hi, Susan.
And of course, our buddy Henry's here.
I see.
Hey, Henry, brother, we miss you, man.
We talked a lot about you today too.
Yeah,
we talked about Henry wanting to come up here. Eureka, everybody knows him. He's a close friend of mine.
Guys, it was amazing that even though it took us 45 minutes to get to Cena, we did this on one of the videos. I think we had literally probably a minute or two of downtime with no talking. And we talked.
Yeah, but it's us, dude. Come on.
It was awesome.
What's the chance of that?
We were just nonstop, just having fun and not even doing videos, just chatting about life, chatting about riding. And I remember and you guys will see this in upcoming videos. And I think we were saying like our goodbyes and with each one, and one of us just said, "Hey, this is what it's all about, man. It's all about
amen to that, man.
Coming together, riding with you guys. And I'm proud to be you guys' friends. It's awesome. I mean, I love doing this stuff. That's what motorcycling is all
Yeah,
about.
because how long have we been doing this virtually? How long
We've been doing this live stream a couple months.
since March?
Yeah. Do we start? I don't know.
It's a couple months at least,
Yeah,
right?
since all the craziness started, we did it because people couldn't ride.
Yeah.
But then we decided we needed to get together in person.
I know.
So, what?
You gotta get to Forest, dude.
When
If
you
you're gonna
read
stop
the
that
chat,
shit.
there's apparently some good stuff going on in the chat.
Hey, there, Mike
Be nice, blue bike girl. I'm
Gonzalez
married.
Mike Gonzalez
I'm
is,
married.
I think is how you say it. I'm sorry. Hey, by the way, I'm trying to pass through the blue bike girl. Let me help you plan Colin thing since you're married. But Judy said meeting here in Rhode Island. Do you think she capped that because Jack keeps saying she's from Maine?
No, I know she's from Rhode
You
Island.
kept telling me I was from Rhode Island.
I thought
Do you
were
remember
from
the first time he
You're
did
like,
that?
hey, you're from Rhode Island. I'm like,
And Colin's texting me. He's like, I thought we were all buddies. Jack doesn't know where I'm from.
I'm like, it's a
There's
little
a
bit.
lot of days I'm not sure where I'm from. It's like, come on,
What planet you're from, right?
what planet are you from?
You don't want one of these HDR ultras?
Oh,
This
Dude,
stuff, this stuff is
why?
really.
is there real beer in there?
This is what's that? I bought them because you like them.
Yingling.
I bought them for you. I care
You
about
want to
you.
eat them?
What's that?
Those aren't bad.
They're actually not
And
bad.
guys, for the people that follow this stream, I will tell you this, and you know, I know they always bust my chops about what I wear. You know, we talk about the one key thing is padded underwear. What are you looking around for?
You know what I'm looking around for? Because do you think my wife would hold a secret from me?
So let me
Do
show
you
you
think
guys.
my
something.
wife would hold a secret from me when she texts me and she says, "Colin's going to surprise you"?
So
You son of a bitch.
let me show you guys
Oh,
this.
don't take
real
those
quick.
out. You wore those on.
No.
Oh my God.
Dude, you wore those today.
These have not been worn. These are fresh and clean. So I ordered these guys, and unfortunately, the post office did not get these in time. So
Yeah,
they're
hold
coming
on to
to
that
his
camera.
house. I each got them a pair of Moto Skivvies.
Look at that.
And look, they even have, look at this padding that you guys are going to feel.
Blue bike girl's losing her mind right now.
So I wanted to surprise these guys. And the good thing is I actually had to reach out to their wives to find out their sizes.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Both you and you.
I know.
So it's coming to their house. I really wanted to present them on the live stream because they refused to wear these, but now I'm buying it for them. And they're going to enjoy the comfort that comes with these things. They're freaking awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoy.
I love you, man.
That's
I
so
love you,
nice,
man. Thank
That's
you.
so-
I wish I had it live
Yeah.
to show you.
There's still no
That's
chance in hell we're wearing
Mary
it.
and Donna were instrumental, and my wife for
Yeah, she never
pulling-
said a word.
My
Put
wife
this
texted me
together.
last night after she watched
Thanks,
the
Donna,
Crazy.
for ruining it.
Yeah, actually, it was a copy of your text. By the way, texting my wife's not cool, dude. But our wives are
I
friends.
need
now.
it. I need a
So can we
size.
talk real quick
What's
about
a
that?
size?
Can I talk about that real quick? Sure. Last night, for some reason, your wife and my wife. Now, granted, Mrs. HDR and Mrs. Bodine are already friends and chat and talk and all that stuff.
Yep.
Now your wife is involved.
Yes.
And my wife sends me a text last night
Yes.
with a picture of your pool that says, "Lori's a hoot. We need to get one of these."
Yes.
How can you let that happen?
When you get the pool.
Oh, dude.
So I'm asking you guys, just out of a common courtesy,
We will.
just try them one time.
You,
I
you
will.
got it.
I
Try 'em
will.
one
Got it,
time, and
promise.
then you're gonna. I guarantee you're gonna keep them.
Was there any
I thought
other?
it would be fun to do.
That was cool, man. Thank you.
I
man.
wish they would have come in on time.
Any other? By the way, were those the ones you wore today? Okay.
You think
So
I-
that means you have more than two pair. How is it?
I have 3 pair.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even know you. I
I
thought
have
you only had
3
one pair.
No, I have 3.
Wow.
No.
Any other close calls?
One's red, and one's blue, and one's orange. So I have different colors.
Hey,
They're
dude,
nice.
I need to man you up.
Oh, Mike Gonzalez says HDR and Bodine, you can review these padded underwear in the next show.
Oh, I love that.
I think I might do an iron butt challenge just to see if they do work. No, I'll never do an iron butt challenge. You guys ever do an iron butt
I
challenge?
have not.
Do you want to? Is
No,
it something
I do
you
not.
Dude, we're way too old for that crap.
That's what Mary said. She looked at me and said, "I'm
Actually,
too old."
Mrs. Bodine says I'm not too old, but the bikes are too young. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that
I don't
mean?
even understand
That's
that.
still an insult.
Yeah.
Miller, 9 Design. Thank you. I bought a pair of padded underwear after hearing you talk about them. I'll be riding from California to Maine, doing a rally in Vermont. I tell you what, you're gonna if you haven't been to Vermont, it's
So
phenomenal.
really, I
out
guess
there.
let's go back to the padded. So
I was trying to.
How long are we talking
So-
about underwear? Guys,
so anyway-
underwear.
anyway, so really, you wear those.
We've been
like,
out of town for a
you wear
long
those,
time,
like-
haven't we, guys?
But you wear those like baseball, like sliding shorts. Right? You wear those over your underwear. Yeah, you don't wear those as your underwear.
No.
Right. Okay. So that's kind of.
Yeah, but you don't wear underwear normally anyway.
No, I go commando. No.
Good thing I didn't touch the crotch of those padded underwear. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Nice and free.
Hey, do you mind sitting over there?
Just a thin little layer protecting between me and you. No, we're you wear them over, and then on top of that, then you put your jeans on, and they're comfortable.
Yeah, Anthony one time asked me if I wanted to do an iron butt challenge, and Mrs. HDR was at the hog meeting with me. She looks right at me, she goes, "You're a young guy. This is my old husband. He's not going." So, you ever done an iron butt challenge?
No,
You ever want to?
no, I rode from home to Roland, Missouri, 750 miles in one day.
That's enough.
That was 13 hours riding.
Yeah.
Well, we had a good trip here, right? I had 350 maybe in miles.
Yeah.
How about you?
My most?
No,
No,
I mean
here.
to here.
350. It was 350. It was like 355.
So you and I took what, 7 hours to get here? HDR, who lives, by the way, I almost drove by my old house here, so I'm like in town kind of. And HDR is like, at first we were going to meet at 1 or 2. And he's like, no, let's make it 3 or 4 because we can't check in the hotel.
Right, you can't check in.
And he's like, well, I'll get up there a little bit early. I only live a couple hours from there.
Yeah.
So Colin and I get here. We pull in, quite frankly, within
The same
2 minutes of
2
each other.
yeah.
And where's
That was
HDR?
cool.
Where's HDR? I don't know. We get a text from HDR. He's like, oh, I'm an hour out. We're like, we're going to get something to eat. Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
And then HDR gets here.
Wait. So
How
you
did that
You
happen?
didn't call and say we're going to get something to eat. Sorry, dude. You said we pulled in. We're like starving. Hey, man, we just had barbecue. Man.
Oh, it was the best.
If you
That was
guys want
awesome,
some-
wasn't it,
if you
dude?
guys want some, you get down the road and get it. But
I wasn't waiting on you.
I'm-
You had 2 hours to get here.
you're like,
Dude,
I'm
you
not
took
gonna-
7 hours to get here too. We don't trust when you
It
said
took
hours.
us 7 hours to go 115 miles. I
Because
don't.
you took every freaking
Uh,
back road in Pennsylvania.
He
You went to
says-
Philadelphia probably and back.
Yeah, we were in Philadelphia, New Jersey, Newark, New York. We came around.
Punxsutawney?
Punxsutawney. We were in
That
Punxsutawney.
little son of a
I
gun.
called Miss Station. She said, "What the hell are you doing in Punxsutawney? You went the wrong way." I said, "I'm with Jim." She goes, "Oh, BINGO. That's fine." So, and she was good with it. But
So you guys got in here, and then you guys took to the same barbecue place.
we did.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What's
there's
the
only,
name
I
of it?
think,
What's the name of that barbecue? You know?
I don't know, but I got an
Fire-
Instagram
fire-
picture of it. So
so
Fire
good.
station.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
tasty.
Fire
Yeah.
station
it
barbecue.
was pretty good, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Yep.
brisket. Oh, it was so
Good
good.
brisket. Brisket was awesome.
If you ever come to the Allegheny National Forest, go to Fire. What was it?
Fire station.
Fire
Yeah.
Station Barbecue.
Well, there's
It is-
only, I think, 4 restaurants in
Yeah.
this entire town.
and they're all good.
And they're,
Well,
yeah.
no, we went to 3. We didn't go to Jay's Bar.
We had
There you
Italian last
We had
night.
Italian, yeah.
What was the name of that place?
Italian place.
Guido's or something.
You know what's funny? You can tell when friends haven't been around and they're old. Because the first night we came up here, obviously we did the little drunken live stream thing.
Yeah.
Then at last night, after we rode all day, drank all night,
Yeah.
went and had a lot of Italian food,
That was
got
funny.
beer, filled up all of our trash
All
cans
more
and
trash
sinks.
cans.
We realized that we are really old because it was 1 or 2 beers and we were
We were
asleep.
passed out.
Yeah, they're sitting in my room partying. And it's like, hey, man, we're partying now. It's-
I'm out.
Colin goes,
I'm out.
it's 10 o'clock. I got
I'm like, I'm
And that was after getting up at like 9.
So we talked another 20 minutes, and Bob goes, yeah, it's 10, 20 minutes. I got to go.
I gotta go.
So,
Well, I did that because I didn't want Colin to feel bad for me. So it was all
So
about
then
all about
Jim-
Like the dead. It was like the Walking Dead. I was like, y'all come here. We were. I was
Jim stayed for about another 15 minutes, drank a little bit of whiskey, and it's like, bye. Like,
Hey, what do you guys think of the roads? What do you think of the roads out here?
the roads are really good.
The roads are really good, except for the few holes.
Yeah, there was a few of those.
There are a couple whoop-de-doos.
Oh, the
one
bumps.
bump was
Yeah.
killer.
Oh, by the way, this is the HDR. You know, when you're riding, if you're leading, and Jim, I don't think you were leading at this point.
No,
if you're leading, and there's like a hole or a dead skunk or something, you kind of notify the people, especially when you're on comms.
You probably should.
HDR's way of warning is, oh shit. Hey, Colin, there's a bump coming. That's HDR warning
I'm like,
us.
I've already passed it.
Yeah, or if you yell, ooch, that means you hit a bump. you know?
That's right.
That's right. I mean,
This is actually a great place for like a 2 or 3 day jaunt.
and the hotel we're staying at is actually, well, I don't want to tell you. Everybody will show up here tomorrow morning and block our bikes.
It's the only hotel in this town, so You'll
No,
figure
there
it
was
out
a couple. There was a couple, but
by the hour.
Hey, what about the what about the cat?
here's something. If anybody would like, and I gotta watch the owners here, but if anybody would like to kill a cat and have a dead cat cover, I know Mr. G.
That's
looking
just not
for a
right.
cat. Mr. G
That's
is
just
looking
not
for a
right.
cat. He talked
I
about
have a
getting
cat. I love my cat. Don't talk like that.
I like my cat too, but if I need this damn fur towel to put on my bike,
So,
I'll take
so
it.
can we?
I'll
And we
take
got to put this in context. So you and I were backing our bikes in. We were talking about where your room was,
Yeah,
and then
so-
all of a sudden a cat comes up into the window in the room next to you, right?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because there's this cat in the window. So first of all, that means there's people living in this motel, right? That's obvious. So I go to bed at night and I'm laying there here because I got one of these double connected rooms. I'm like, cat, look, I don't have any food at all, you know. I wish I had a full tuna. I wish it would have kept his ass busy all night. It wouldn't have bothered me, but so. Well, then his owners came in last night, 3 o'clock, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, they woke me up. It's like, walking through there. It's like, oh, yeah, how was work today, honey? Oh, it's like, give me a goddamn break, people. This is not your house. This is motel. You know?
So Jim, you think we're as crazy? you think we're as crazy as the three of us together as you thought? I mean, you know all of us, right? So
Oh, yeah. That's been a crazy trip, that's for sure.
yeah.
We've had good
You put alcohol in the mix. it's just gonna-
Yeah.
Our first day was amazing.
It was.
I mean, both days were honestly.
Yeah.
We went to the Kinzu Dam.
That was
Is that how you say that?
I kept
Kazoo?
saying Kinzua.
Kazoo, Kalamazoo,
Kalamazoo.
Kazoo.
It's such an easy word.
Phonetically, it's Kinzua, but it's.
By the way, did
it's
you know
Kinzu.
in 1971 there was a water shortage? So they dug the hole. Isn't that the story you told me the first time you took me
Made
there,
all that
Jack?
up.
It was 1863, I believe. There was a water shortage in the Kinzu area.
You have no idea.
So
what the hell
yes,
you're
wait a
talking
minute.
I am riding. By the way, can we set this up? I am
He's
riding
making
with
all
my
this up.
wife, with HDR and his wife, and I said, I wonder how long this dam has been here. And HDR says,
1863, there was 3 guys that said, look, there was a water shortage. They got their spade shovels and they started digging and they hit a water source. They started coming up and they thought, dam. And the one guy goes, that's a good idea. So they built a dam. He meant like dam, there's a lot of water coming up. They built this dam, they filled it up, and now it's a reservoir and it waters the whole entire.
so my wife, my beautiful bride says, really? I'm like, dude, you are so full of shit. I'm like, did you read that from an encyclopedia? Hey, isn't that
Totally made it up.
isn't
Yeah.
that the dam Colin almost lost
Oh, talk about your
his drone in?
Talk
Yeah,
about
so
Dude,
your
I
drone.
felt so bad that I didn't
Yeah.
have it on video.
You
when
guys
were all
will all
stressed out.
For everybody in the stream, you will see these videos in the next week.
Yeah, they'll be coming out.
But I took the drone out over the dam, and just so you know, there's a little interference. So
Well, but why?
We think.
backed it up.
We think.
But we backed it up. We believe it's because of the generators, right?
And we-
Generating power.
Did we come up with that theory when we were drinking?
probably it sounds good.
Just clarify.
But we lost the
Sounds good.
drone went offline at 400 feet up, right across the dam, and we had no idea where it was. It was probably about a half a mile away. So I was like, "Oh shit!"
By the way, we've all been thinking about buying a drone until this incident happened.
And so I'm like, can you guys help me look up in the sky and see if you can find this? So for about 20 minutes, we're actually looking up. And Bob, you actually finally found it. And I had to guide it in without seeing any picture. We got it back, thank God. So I ended up getting it back. But that was a little scary pucker moment.
Hey, we were trying to come up with names. Maybe you can call me Eagle Eye now because I found your drone.
Yeah, that thing, I couldn't believe
That was pretty cool, wasn't it? The
And then I
drone
pulled
is
up
cool.
the footage. I'm like, it's not bad.
That's right.
It's still filmed there with the debacle.
So if anybody knows in the comments, we thought maybe because Colin was flying this illegally over a dam.
No,
It wasn't
that
illegal.
wasn't- that wasn't it.
Oh, because there
That
wasn't
it
a
was
sign.
illegal in the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay.
That was the previous.
Sorry, I'm not trying to get your arrested, I promise. So I
We believe that that's the turbine.
yeah, we wonder if the turbines were causing that problem because Colin hasn't had that problem since.
No,
and
I've
when
never
we
had
were
that
flying
problem.
it through the hotel earlier,
Yeah, they didn't have a
it
problem with
didn't
that
have a
one.
problem.
This hotel's really open. I think.
Hey, if that was working, would you have flown it through that area where all the carp were? That would have been too
That was
cool.
amazing.
Hey, I want to say bye to Bell's Rides Moto. It says you're going back to load up your work truck, so you take some big sturges. Man, thanks. I hope you have a great time.
Have a
out
great
By
there.
the
time,
way,
Bill.
she
Thanks
is,
for stopping by.
she is one of the coolest people. You gotta check out her channel. I
Is
love
that
her.
right?
She is.
Do
Her
they do that?
motorcycle
Do-
mama.
Do they do vendoring at rallies? Is that why she's going to Sturgis? Because it says she's loading up a truck.
No, her husband is, which is a retired law enforcement. She drives an 18-wheeler,
Oh, yeah.
right? But I don't
Okay.
know if they're trailering their bikes out, but she's pretty awesome. She's really awesome. So they also have a big rig, so they do some camping and stuff like that too. I think she has a second channel. So
Really nice.
great lady. Motorcycle Mama, hello. Good to see you.
Hey, Motorcycle Mama, how are you?
I hope you get that new gas gauge put in soon so I can see your video. We talked about that last night, Motorcycle Mama, on your Instagram.
And Motorcycle Mama, I got your comment about your dream job. I love that. I love the dream job you're doing right now. That's better than any other one, for sure. Family, right? So
We had a good, let's see, I'm trying to think of, we rode up to this amazing Kinzu Bridge. I think that was probably one of the highlights of the trip. And you probably know what, it's probably about 45 minutes from the dam.
let's not ask him the history of this because
No,
the
not
Kinzu
you.
Dam history before.
No.
I had to come up with.
No, I mean, I don't know, but they,
In 1216,
back during the Crusades,
The Kinzer Bridge was built in
it just flows out of his mouth. It's perfect.
1882.
It was 1882 by three settlers that said, we need a train because we can't get into commerce up here.
We
And
don't
it's
walk,
okay.
we don't want to walk the 200 feet down and walk back up to 200.
So hey, we had fun walking on that bridge, which was cool. I think we learned that from PA Bearded Biker. He had a video of that, right? We finally found it, and it was really, really awesome. I think we all will have good video of that.
If you want any out of the way locations and interesting things to see, watch PA Bearded Biker channel. This dude will find stuff. And I went to Johnstown, rode that incline because of PA Bearded Biker.
He's my idol.
He is my idol for
Yeah.
distance traveling. He
Well,
finds
you know what's?
stuff.
Can I ask a question?
Bye,
any-
Motor Ramblings. Thanks for stopping by.
Were any of you guys nervous
Appreciate it.
On top of the bridge.
walking with the height and stuff?
No.
So I will tell you, they have a glass, and Jim was kind of busting my chops about walking on this glass. In Chicago, the World Trade Center, they call it Sears Tower now, or used to call it Sears Tower. They have one that actually goes out.
Yeah.
And I remember taking a picture of me and my daughter and my wife on that. But that was a cool bridge. You got to stop by if you're in the area on that, right? So
Yeah, we're going to address this real quick. Bronco, you want to take it? Miller 9 Design. Bronco just pointed this out. I'm going to let him start.
So it
this
says,
off.
hey guys, I will be doing my first moto vlog during my cross country trip. I have made videos for YouTube before, but do you guys have any tips for a new moto vlogger? Be yourself. Be yourself. It's the best thing we can do is have fun and be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else.
yeah, Miller 9. If I can just add to that, because I think this is important, right? We've always talked about giving back. You know, Jim's just getting started. He's well over 100 now, so his channel is going. And we joke, but I had 9 subscribers when I first met Jack and his wife. And you know, Jack
Then he rode with me and lost 3.
Then 3 of my family quit on my channel.
That was good.
But one of the things that you said to me, I remember I was like it today, which is what Colin said, be yourself. And the other thing was keep it PG rated, right? So if we're honest, there was part of the rides today.
It was not
yesterday
PG.
that we're not going to show. That's right. That's boys being boys,
Never
right?
be seen. Ever.
Yeah. But I think that's cool. And hey, Miller 9 Design, reach out to I know any of us.
Yep,
We'd be
absolutely.
glad to help you. Send us messages, whatever, on Instagram, or we all have Facebook pages, I think, right? So, man, we'd be glad to help. Good luck.
I'm going to elaborate on your first videos when you're starting out and you're starting out with a cross country trip. Tell the people how you load that bike. That is huge. How you going to load up for a cross country trip? Is it you and your wife? You and your wife, your dog, and your cat? That's very interesting stuff.
Why
So
do you have to bring up the cat?
Bob Nelson's
the cat.
leading.
you guys can sleep in my cat room tonight.
Bye, Bob Nelson.
But see you,
Thanks,
Bob.
Bob.
Have a good night.
By the way, those folks that love cats, just contact me. I'll send you HCR's home address, and you can.
I have a cat.
I'm a dog guy. Just
Yeah. Blacktop is in the house.
What's up, Blacktop? How are you, buddy?
Boy, it has been fun, guys. So, hey, where did we start today? What was the first stop today?
Zippo lighter.
Zippo lighter. How cool is that?
That was cool.
So you have 4 guys that don't smoke got Zippo lighters
Yeah.
today.
And that was really funny too, because we were going out and they were handing Be the Rider PA cash. Because every time he takes a group of motorcycles in, you buy lighters, they give him a cut. It was hilarious.
Hey, it was like a little museum
Oh, yeah.
type thing
It
that
was.
kind of showed you they had
Not
bit.
that you shot a lot of that.
Yeah, I did all the
Colin will
music.
have a good YouTube
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
So
That was amazing. And what was the knives? I didn't even know about the
Case.
Case Nice was bought out, Jim.
They were bought by Zippo, but Case Nice has been around over 125 years.
Yeah.
And it was bought out by Zippo, and then they put that into the museum. So you get a whole thing of Case Knife history.
They did a really nice. I'll tell you what, if I lived close and had more time, I would have bought one of those knives. They were really nice. Right. So
And then tell them how you buy a lighter. You go over and look at the displays,
you give them a number.
Then you give them a number.
and they go back and get you a lighter.
Exactly.
So
And
we
It's
all,
for you too, right?
We all bought a lighter. I bought a lighter. I bought a Harley lighter.
I bought a Denver Bronco lighter.
I got a
Based off
I think they'll win 2 or 3 games this year.
They're going to win probably 5.
At least you're honest. I appreciate that. And they did fill
They
it.
do fill it for you.
So we left there. We got some great pictures. I know we got some video coverage. All of us in there. Where did we go after that?
Then we headed up to the
dealership, right?
dealership, yeah. Went to the dealership.
Which is great. By the way, this is, Jim's obviously extremely active in the chapter, right?
Yes.
But this is the first time I've followed him on some rides.
Yeah.
First of all, I appreciate you riding with me, who's a lot slower and not losing us. So thank you for that. But also, just what a great tour guide, man. So the second stop was the dealership, which was freaking
It
incredible,
was a nice little.
right? That is where I bought my bride a gift. HDR. How about you guys? Did you
I
guys
can't
get your
tell
wives
her
and
because
anything
I
there?
told her it was just.
I might have.
Honey, it was a surprise.
You're watching.
But the good thing about the dealership now is they're doing brewing there. A lot of dealerships are picking up brewing, so that dealership has now got a
Brewery?
So we're promoting
Whiskey,
drinking and
vodka,
motorcycle riding. I
and all
think that's a
that.
great idea.
Well,
So the
One
brewing
of the
beer,
sponsors
like
is
where
gonna
they
get
sell
shot.
bikes and stuff?
Yeah.
yeah.
What a cool place.
Get a
right?
soft tail and
Yeah.
a microbrew. There
I
you
think
go.
HDR actually almost bought a second bike there today. It was
Maybe we
pretty
get a
cool.
bottle with a bike.
Almost. I couldn't ride it home. I did want to address Chipsill because I think you sent me a message after our last live stream and said, "Are you kidding me about putting tape over your front of your microphone?" And you just said it worked absolutely perfect
I did it.
for you. So
I did it on mine. It works awesome.
it works on. It cuts that wind noise right out.
Works
Gone.
great.
And by the way,
Yes.
for some of the folks that are new, Jack, you're the one that came up with the little extra
The
battery.
battery
right?
pack. Yep.
Should have
And-
brought our kids.
Yeah, at first it's like, boy, that looks stupid. And every time I see somebody ride with it on, I'm like, those people must follow HDR. It must be, right?
Look at that.
So after that ride, so we got a lighter, which ignites things.
Yes.
We went to a dealership. We had a great lunch. And then we went to where? Colin, you got to talk through your experience here because that was cool.
Hillbilly Jane.
Hillbilly Jane.
Hillbilly Jane.
Woo-hoo.
No, talk to you that.
And what was
I'll
the-
be right back.
what was the name of the-
What?
Dude, you want the bucket here?
Go
You want
grab
that
the-
liver?
Hey, are you going? You're gonna take a leak? Go grab the helmet with the battery pack and show them. Yeah. And we let everybody know you were going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How many minutes did he make it, by the way? 6:47. So we made it 47 minutes.
Oh yeah, we'll be wrapping up in about 10.
Yeah.
What was the name of the place? I already forgot.
Blackbird Distillery.
Blackbird Distillery. So we met Hillbilly Jane, and we've got an upcoming video on this, guys. I will tell you, this lady talked for like 8 minutes straight.
She was
about-
incredible.
Incredible. And I cannot wait to put that there. I know you and I both have some videos on this. Middle of nowhere, just up there. And then she talked about like moonshine and all the different proofs and kind of like the history of it.
Absolutely.
And I know
She could talk it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
man,
She was
that
incredible.
was insane. That was probably one of the best stops of all these. And again, all these are like tourist stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's what we dig is just like getting and finding new stuff. I mean, from the Kinzu Dam to that Kinzu Bridge,
Yeah.
to the different dealers.
By the way, I think we joked about drinking some moonshine there. Obviously, we didn't drink moonshine.
No,
You're right
they give you
around here,
samples,
right?
They give you 3 samples, and they're just little shots.
Yeah.
Well, little
You're-
shots of
you're talking
moonshine
just
is.
a sip, but
Uh,
there's so many varieties to choose from.
Yeah.
It's okay before you buy some. At least see if you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think HDR actually got a bottle to bring home to. This is HDR, even though I notice it's already empty. So I hope she likes that
Yeah,
empty
she likes
bottle that
empty
he's bringing
bottle.
home, right? So,
Well, yeah.
so Magic City Biker, Colin is 6'4", and I'm like 6'2.5", 6'3", so he's a little bit taller than I am to answer that question.
What was the question? I know
Who's taller, you or me?
we're
But
delayed
how
on.
was-
Yeah,
How was your seat this trip? There's a lot of miles you put on your new seat.
Yeah, so I do have the new Mustang seat, and we got to talk about the bikini thing that you were talking about, right? So I have the Mustang seat. I'll do a little video on that on my way home probably because now I have 1,000 miles on it. It was freaking awesome. I love it. Now, Jim, I didn't come clean on this, but I got to tell you. So Jim has one of those covers that guys put over their bike. That what do they call it?
What do you call it, bikini or half cover?
It's like a half cover.
Yeah.
And we were kind of joking about he put it on his bike when he first got here, and it torrentially downpoured. And we were looking out the window and thought how funny it was that. And Jim's like, "Hey, look." He also did a video on protecting your seat, right?
Right.
So sure enough, it's like a half cover. It's only like $110.
Yep.
And at first I'm like, that looks ridiculous, but it doesn't touch your pipes. It stops the rain, right? So you said to me, hey, Bodine, tomorrow you're going to get out there and you're going to go squish, squish. When we got on the bike at first, it was fine. And then when I got off the bike after like 100 miles or so, all of a sudden I'm like, why is the back of my jeans wet?
Yep.
Sure enough. So people should watch your video, but that ended up pretty cool. So
I think a couple of you were asking, I believe, Pause and Effect, you were asking what kind of intercom headsets. I'm not familiar with Cardo. So I think a couple of you guys.
I've heard some people.
I've heard good things about them.
Blockhead uses it.
Cardo, PackTac, and they're not obviously the popular choice. The popular choice is Cena that everybody uses. We all use Cena's, but you hear the horror stories about Cena. That they're sometimes hard to connect. I think the older ones are. I think now that they have the mesh systems, especially in the 30 and now, what are they, 50s now? The 50s now, they're a lot easier to connect if you're on mesh. But if you still use the Bluetooth, which we do, is we use the 10C Evos, most of us, and then the 10C Pro, which are the cameras that are attached just for more motovloggers.
Yeah.
Those are sometimes temperamental.
Yeah, but overall it works.
I mean,
think
it works
about it.
great.
We spent 2 days, hours of the four of us talking. It's funny. We all did little changes of Colin would do part of his video, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't do the same video of all of us talking, right? So Colin would do something, and we would all talk and give feedback, and then Jack would do it, and it worked out good. So, Jack, can you show us that battery?
Yeah, we want to show you guys. This is actually
Because this is really
There you
cool.
go. We're going to show you this on this camera, hopefully. So there's the battery pack. It just Velcros on, right? Put a little Velcro on your helmet. Put some Velcro on the battery. Throw it on.
By the way, those of you that style a little bit more, we usually use black ones instead
Yeah,
of
Mrs.
white ones.
HDR was really upset when I bought the white ones. Was the only one available at first until I do have a black one also. But there you go.
But
They just-
Sennas are great though, aren't
Yeah,
they?
it plugs right into the Senna. Funny thing about the Senna is you can record.
So that goes in
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
You can record and charge it at the same time. Apparently, you can't do it with GoPro, right?
You cannot.
You cannot.
It does not.
Colin and I tried that.
On the older ones, I believe you can, but not the newer ones.
That's not what. And guys, I was going to tell you, we're going to need some chairs because there was 4 people at this pool apartment that said, "Is this what a live stream is?" I said, "Yes."
Like,
So
come
they're
on
coming
in.
They're coming
Did
to
they
the
bring
audience.
How do we hit this back here?
Yeah.
So we get
Go
everybody.
back.
Like this.
Yeah. No, hey, that was awesome. But today, Jim, you sold me, man. You took us to 3 winners.
Yeah.
The Zippo lighter
It was a good
factory, the
place.
Yeah.
dealership, and then the distillery. That
Yeah.
was awesome. Colin, you got to make that video on the distillery by itself because it was just
It was.
then. And she just started
The
talking.
lady herself.
She was whole.
She's
She's a
that lady.
she's a
That
pistol.
lady needs to be on TV.
She was in sales.
Man. Oh
Yeah.
God.
She got some, just don't get the whole video, but it was just
You'll see,
so.
guys.
Wasn't there a part of you from a business perspective that said, "Hey, do you want to move?
Yeah.
Because I got a job for you."
I said, I like this lady.
That's right. Yeah, we can get you working tomorrow.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So, yeah, she was pretty awesome. A lot of
Somebody
fun.
just said, "Oh, Pete's 1800. You have a 10C Evo came out." Somebody said they have a 10C Pro. That battery pack will work. That's what I invented it to do.
Hey,
When
I didn't
first
know
came
that.
with the idea,
Hey,
so.
hey, Miller 9
I didn't
Design,
know that.
you can use the GoPro with a battery bank while recording. Just take out the GoPro battery.
Oh, that's
Oh,
brilliant.
Oh, holy crap, dude.
Brilliant.
After this is over, we got to go try that because that's a
That
big
is
deal.
brilliant. Yeah.
You know what, Colin, you actually taught us something. It's funny when we get together, we give like
We
each
learn.
other one. And what was it? Because
The quick.
the quick connect on the GoPro
Yeah.
where it turns it on, because I always have to, because I send and GoPro it, I have to turn the GoPro on, the send on, I go sync, and then I start talking, right? You said, and I go through batteries like
So
crazy.
you just hit the button once and then it'll start. It'll record automatically.
It's awesome.
It's quick connect. So we just go to settings, hit quick connect, and then it turns off as soon as you get it done. and it turns off automatically.
Exactly. And we learned about replying to comments, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that. You can reply to comments using audio.
Yeah. So if you happen to have YouTube Studio and you have a channel and you're replying to comments, I think Jack is the best about this, right? We all try to make sure we're replying because we become friends with you guys, right?
Yeah.
And Jack's great about that. Jack gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so he responds to people. You know.
Well, the thing is, when we chat with these guys, I got to 5:30, and I was able to answer my comments between 5:30 and 10.
Yeah.
So, and then they're like, "You want to go to breakfast?" I said, "I just had lunch."
But hey,
we get up early. It's like
We get up early.
I usually get up early too.
yeah, we're both up early.
I usually get early. I usually get early.
Yeah. I'm 5:45, 6 o'clock. I'm up. But after that first night that the four of us had, that was not happening.
That's what, well, when I called Miss St. John morning, she goes, "Why are you running?" She goes, "You drank all night." I said, "We drank a long time." You know,
Yeah.
like, she thought I'd sleep in too, but I don't know. My body's accustomed.
Hey, do you think we could get a GoFundMe going for you to get a new phone since yours was made like 17 years ago?
Yes, if
GoFund HDR. We're gonna start that.
if we could raise $12,000, I will get a new phone. So just saying.
You are the godfather of motovlogging, man.
I can't
So-
say that Colin's phone here is like there's no blurring. It looks really good. You said
That's an iPhone 8.
That's right. Even that's old, but see how
What is yours? Not like an
mine's a
iPhone 15?
10R.
A 10R.
Yeah. So
Huh.
It seems like it's working fine.
I think it's a really good phone, Colin. You said
Yeah.
an 8. I
It
can
is
get
awesome.
an 8 for.
hey, we got to thank everybody for popping on, especially. I know we're still talking, but
I know,
since
for
we
Saturday night.
really just set this up, it's not our weekly Sunday night.
Yeah.
And hey, sorry to those folks that live around here. We weren't trying to dodge people.
No.
We really wanted to spend, and I think we did a good job over the last couple of days. Sure, we made videos, but it was more about us and our friendships and talking than it was nobody dominated by I'm going to do a video. It was more of a let's talk and work them in if we can. If we can't, great.
No, it was really cool. Even tonight when we were filming outros on the way back, we took turns and we each answered and you'll hear them on all 4 video channels.
Yeah.
We each took turns on answering the final wrap up. It was really cool. I think that worked out
Yeah.
pretty good.
You didn't say I love you back when I said I love you, man. At the end of mine, just saying. I said, shut the hell up.
I already got a
You wear padded underwear and you're telling me to shut the hell up.
Yeah, there we go.
I already have a cat on the other side of the door. I don't need to bob in my
Yeah.
room at night. You know, like I love you, Jack. You know,
And for those that love cats, I will make sure the cat is okay before I go back tomorrow.
the cat is fine actually. I just put him in the dryer so you think he's at like a amusement park.
It's a little fluffy.
Yeah,
It's a little fluffy.
But thank you guys for all joining in tonight. I know it's not our normal night, and I think it's pretty damn cool.
Did you drink that beer yet?
Yeah, I'm almost done. We had a pretty good turnout. I mean, based off what I'm seeing here, you had a lot of people who jumped on, kind of impromptu and without a lot of people. All we did is I think just sent a couple posts out saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
by the
we-
way, we're
we
on
had
Saturday
several
night."
like
Hey, we're back to our regular schedule next Sunday, right?
Yes,
Sunday.
we should be back on Sunday, and I believe it's my channel.
You're up.
this week. Yeah,
You're up. You're up. I'm on deck and you're up.
And
Yep.
we'll announce throughout the week who the special guest will be.
It's going to be special.
Yes,
I'm
next
excited about what you
special.
have maybe working. We got to
Next,
confirm it.
next
up.
Sunday we have Vice President Pence on. He drives a Harley, and this guy got him. I don't know how he got him.
He's
He
next
called-
door in the hotel.
He called him up. He's like, "Dude, I want you to be on the channel." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah, we were going to have Adam Sandoval on, but Pence called, so we got to do it.
We have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
does ride a Harley.
Exactly.
You know?
So,
So to answer Maurice, it says, "Do you record in 4K or 1080?" I'm always 1080.
we're
I never
we're
recorded.
1080 because people look and watch it in 1080, not necessarily 4K, and it sucks up a lot of memory. I know
4K kills me.
Yeah, and I know Jack's kind of an expert in this, but it really is not good. Right?
Yeah. So back in 1938, there was these 3 men. that- Why do you no seriously? When you record in 4K and you work with this, they are huge. They fill your memory card up. You upload in 4K, and most people do not have great internet at home, so they're gonna watch you at 720 anyways. Just the fact of life.
Hey, Motorcycle Mommy, you put in there. Glad you guys got a chance to get away, and
It was awesome.
we joke all the time, but
Hey,
we're all pretty
yeah.
close friends, and
When-
I appreciate you guys
When
for
we
sure.
do have a meetup, Motorcycle Mom, we want you and Mister to come. And we
Exactly.
will bring our wives also, so we can all have a bunch of women there too.
Wait,
So-
you didn't run that idea through us, did you? Are you good
I
with that?
didn't-
I don't know. I'm good with that. Motorcycle Mom and her husband, I think would be great, but
Yeah, but
My
our
wife-
wives want to hang
My
out
wife
together.
won't shut up.
Oh my God.
Oh no, she did very, very, very well on the stream. So
She did.
Can people give us feedback on how we
So
separate the
damn
wife friendship, because that's never good.
Hope she's not
What
watching.
was that look you just did?
no, Colin's wife's going to call him in about 2 hours. Why you tell me you live streamed? I would have watched you. What's wrong with you?
And by the way, last night at 10:30, when there was a text between your wife, my wife, and the two of us, and they were like, Colin. I think I texted back to cover you, because this is what guys do for each other. I said, he's asleep because he just got back from the boys club or something like that. Some community outreach, and he was giving stuff away and giving back to the community, right? So that should have that got him.
And Colin's pretty much like a VIP, right? So we started out yesterday morning at breakfast. His phone never quit ringing from work. Now he's on vacation. This guy, he's on vacation. So I said, "This is like the Wild Hogs. Give me that crazy thing." And I threw it into the dam, and it died. But
Okay.
But we found it obviously because it's
We did
filming
find
this
it.
right here.
Wait. We have a bigger problem than the wives.
Waterproof.
Our wives all being friends now. Now my daughter
That's who that is.
is on.
Oh no! Hi, Dad.
So, by the way, she is at my house. She lives
Hi,
in
Dad.
Chicago. She's finishing her nursing degree. I'm really proud of you, and I will be home as soon as I can tomorrow. And I'm glad you're on, darling. I love you.
That's nice.
And he's bringing you some really nice diamond things. he
Yeah.
found. They're really
And do you
cute.
know how to clean a motorcycle, by the way? Have you learned that at nursing school? No,
Because you're gonna be clean.
Put it in the chat.
because our legs are really dirty right now. So basically, we just went through an hour of talking about how we drank too much, went to a distillery, and my daughter's been watching the whole time. Isn't this fantastic?
That's my
And by the way, she says busted. By the way, Kristen, just so you know, do as I say, not as I do. Right?
That's really
I'm proud of you, kiddo.
I like Miller 9 said too. He records in 1080 60 frames.
Yeah.
And he renders at 4K. I
4K.
tried that. My program didn't want to do it, and then YouTube doesn't compress it that bad. But it is what it is. I can watch YouTube videos at 720 on a 72-inch TV, and they look fine.
Hey, a couple folks checking out on us have to go. I think you pronounce it do you pronounce it Dona Main? I feel bad. He follows us all the time, and we talk to him and watch his channel. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I'm gonna
Main?
check
Donna.
Don't.
Yeah, we
Let
gotta
me
figure
know
that out.
let me know what that TV is. I want to show you guys real quick what we're watching. What you're watching. Check this out.
Oh, you can see that. Yeah, show them that.
And by the way, we talked to the people in the hotel that were giving us this private room. HDR, why don't you turn behind the room and see the rest of the room that we were at?
Show them the rest of the
Show the rest of the room.
This
one of the
lovely
chairs-
conference
This is one of the chairs from Colin's room from last night.
That's right.
What's left of it?
That's right. By the way, leave your credit card. So,
It'll be on your bill.
yeah. Hey,
On your bill.
This is just a big call. Look, this guy's in the
In the
bathroom.
bathroom right here.
Look.
all right, we're going downhill quickly. So
Excellent.
thank you, folks, for
Yes.
watching.
Live streaming again.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh.
Hey guys, you got any final thoughts? I know we're running a little late here. Any wrap up, Jim?
Yeah,
Thank you for
very well.
not thinking we're totally crazy and for being a tour guide today. It's been fun adding you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
It's
coming
been a
out.
great ride. You guys had a good time. Got to see lots of good things. That's what it's about. Go for rides, seeing sights, and having fun while you're doing it.
Oh no.
Battery's dying.
No. Lori.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Now my wife's on.
All right, this is no place for the wives to be. So, have a
So
good
our
night.
wives
We've
and
got
my daughter's on.
HDR's wife, my wife, your daughter.
Oh my
We've got a family affair here.
Lori, go to the pool.
That's
Okay.
Hey, are we filling in the pool with some? Oh, I'm sorry. We should not start this, right? We should not start this. Hey guys, really, I appreciate your friendship. This was one of those things, and
It's a lot of
the
fun.
cool thing about being a motorcyclist, or not only having a channel, but just meeting friends, right? That's what this
Hanging
is
out,
about.
hanging
So.
out. And make sure everybody watches for that meetup next year. It's going to be huge. We're hoping to have at least 60 bikers there. So, if you can't make it to Sturgis, make it to our event.
I'm looking forward to you coordinating that.
I
all
will
by yourself.
coordinate if I have to. I don't care. It's very easy to do. I mean, I'll coordinate it. So, anything else from you?
No, thanks guys as usual
Yeah.
for joining tonight and being this is kind of impromptu and you know, on a different night. And, you know, I think it's cool that, you know, we'll give you a plug. Dad Mad is going to, I believe tomorrow night is doing it
With Motorcycle Mama.
Motorcycle Mama.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing a video and an interview on that. And I thought it was cool that he reached out to us and said, hey, listen, when are you doing your stream? Because I'm doing this interview. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and he didn't want to do them at the same time. So let's make sure, Motorcycle Mama, you're on, but let's make sure that we get that on and attend that, because he is the coolest person. His daughter is going to be a star. I think it's tomorrow night. And of course,
Motorcycle Mama, confirm that. Is that tomorrow night? And I know you're in the chat.
Tomorrow night at 9 p.m.
Yeah, and we know Motorcycle Mama is one of the coolest chicks around, other than our wives and my daughter, of course.
Now we're gonna have to add that to every live stream.
Now that they're on and they're watching.
All right, so we better spend the rest of the evening figuring out how we're going to get out of the trouble that we just put ourselves in.
And then we got to clean this room back up.
That's right.
Yeah.
And people said we're drinking again, and somebody just said no, they never stopped. Yeah, we did stop.
We
stopped
did
long
stop.
enough to ride because we ride very responsibly.
We do.
We drink responsibly too.
That's right.
We did. We gave all of our motorcycle keys to the front clerk, so we can't go anywhere.
Exactly. We should probably go say thank you to her. What do you think?
The owner let us do this room, and that was really
By the way, who's going to get dinner?
We're on shorts now.
We didn't.
Oh,
say.
yeah, they deliver.
They deliver?
Oh,
You really think they're delivering?
Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central,
We would call the
Motorcycle
lawn
Mall.
guy.
Hey,
Guys, thank you very much for joining.
We'll see y'all. Hey, be safe. We
tomorrow night at
appreciate
5
you.
Central.
Thank you,
Tomorrow at
guys.
5 Central for
Tomorrow.
Dad
Yeah,
Mad.
Did she put that
Dad
in
Mad?
there?
Dad and Matt.
Tomorrow night, 5 Central,
Dad and
Motorcycle Mama. Thank
Yeah.
you.
On on the channel Dad and
Mad.
Matt.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, everybody. Be safe.
good night,
Have a good
guys.
night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
Oh no!
Had it underwear.
Cry now.